Article 5 of the General Law on Credit Securities and Operations defines credit instruments as the document necessary to exercise the legal right that is set forth in them. That is, they are documents that express in their content a legal and autonomous right. The titles of credit that have been recognized by the law of titles and credit operations are the following: bill of change, promissory note, check, debentures or bonds, certificates of participation, certificates of deposit, and pledge bond. Now, I will talk about some credit securities. The payment. It is a document that contains an unconditional promise of payment of a certain sum of money that a person called subscriber makes to another person called holder or beneficiary. Must contain the mention of being a promise note, the unconditional promise to pay a specific sum of money, the name of the person to whom the payment is to be made, the time and place of payment, the date and place where the document is signed, the signature of the subscriber or the person who signs at his request or on his behalf. If the promissory note did not mention its due date, it will be considered payable on demand. If you do not indicate the place of your payment, the address that subscribes it will be taken as such. Certificates of deposit and garment voucher. The certificate of deposit certifies the ownership of merchandise or goods deposited in the warehouse that uses the pledge bond, the constitution of a pledge credit on the merchandise or goods indicated in the corresponding certificate of deposit. Only general deposit warehouses authorized in accordance with the general law of credit institutions may use these titles. In this case of individually designated merchandise or goods, the warehouse may only use a pledge voucher in relation to each certificate of deposit. Bill of exchange. The bill of exchange is a credit instrument that orders a sum of money to be paid to whoever present on a certain date in a certain place. As it represents a monetary value, it is a useful instrument to finance various purposes, including the cancellation of debts. The bill of exchange must be present to be paid on the day of its expiration or within the following each common date. The drawee, the person who accepts the bill of exchange, who pays before maturity, will be responsible for the validity of the payment.